threatening our lives, leaking addresses out there, putting crazy pictures that
Nobody's linked her address. Shut the fuck up.
Nothing about.
It looks like this script contains dramatic claims presented as fact. For example, a leaked medical report. Security guards had to physically hold her back, and specific quotes attributed to people that are not verified. I can't help rewrite or amplify potentially false or defamatory claims as factual narration. If your goal is a YouTube script, I can turn it into a dramatic but clearly speculative or opinion-based sports commentary. Here's a rewritten paragraph that avoids presenting unverified allegations as fact. During last night's game, emotions were running high after a physical sequence involving Caitlin Clark sparked intense debate across the basketball world. Many fans questioned whether the officials did enough to protect one of the league's biggest stars, while others argued that tough physical play has always been part of the game. The incident quickly exploded across social media, with slow-motion replays, fan reactions, and sports analysts offering completely different interpretations of what happened. As discussions continued, attention shifted to Clark's condition after she appeared uncomfortable following the play, leading supporters to worry about her health and availability. At the same time, Alyssa Thomas defended her actions, saying there was no intent to injure anyone, while critics remained unconvinced and continued to debate whether stronger discipline was deserved. Reports of frustration within the Indiana Fever organization only added fuel to the conversation, with teammates emphasizing that they would always stand behind Clark and support her through difficult moments. Whether this controversy leads to changes in officiating or player protection remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. The incident has become one of the biggest talking points of the WNBA season, with fans eagerly waiting to see how the league, the teams, and the players respond in the games ahead.
She will personally make sure Thomas never sees the court
I'm in Texas. Why would I know? I mean, I'm asking a question. So, guys, I keep telling you guys, you don't hate the media enough. Sophie Cunningham just kept it real about the Phoenix Mercury organization.
You know what? Some people feel that.
Wow. People that work for the Mercury, Grant Young posted this. I'm going to give him a shout out. Blind squirrel finds nut. People inside the Mercury organization can't stand this team. Rude. Unprofessional, not friendly.
The passage you shared continues to present disputed allegations and inflammatory characterizations, for example, stating someone lied, played the victim, or physically assaulted another player, as fact. I can't help rewrite or strengthen potentially defamatory claims that if you're creating a sports commentary video, here's a dramatic but neutral rewrite that keeps the excitement without asserting unverified claims. For months, conversations around the WNBA have grown more intense with every passing game. Many fans believe Caitlin Clark has faced unusually physical defense, while others argue that the league has always been played with toughness and intensity. Every hard foul, controversial whistle, and heated exchange has fueled an even bigger debate across social media, sports shows, and fan communities. Critics have questioned whether the league is doing enough to protect its biggest stars, while league officials have continued to emphasize that physical play is part of professional basketball.
That would mean so much to me. Quote, just the whole narrative that's being painted out there, it's unfortunate that it's come to this over basketball.
I'm crazy. The playing the game, being suspended, just the whole narrative that's being painted out there. It's unfortunate that it's come to this over basketball. A lot of us, myself included, didn't even know the play took place until after the game, and now we're being painted as thugs and there's death threats out on us. So it's really unacceptable. It is something that needs to change in this league, and I'm just really sick and tired of it.
You are a thug, Alyssa Thomas. You're a thug. You're a dirty player. You're a nasty individual. You put a fist in Caitlin Clark's throat and a knee in her groin, and you're going to act like, oh, I didn't even know that took place. I didn't even know that happened, as I'm diving onto her and using my fist as an arm cushion to get up. Oh, I didn't even know that happened. Oh my gosh. The narrative that you're...
The tension surrounding the Indiana Fever has reached a level few could have imagined. Every game, every foul, and every post-game interview now becomes a national conversation, with fans, analysts, and former players debating what the league should do next. Reports of emergency meetings, sponsor concerns, and league-wide discussions have only fueled speculation about the future of women's basketball. At the center of it all is Caitlin Clark, whose popularity has transformed the WNBA into one of the most talked-about sports leagues in America. After suffering a back injury, questions immediately shifted from wins and losses to her long-term health. Medical experts generally agree that back injuries for elite guards require careful management, especially for players whose game depends on speed, balance, shooting mechanics, and explosive movement. Rushing a player back too soon can increase the risk of aggravating the injury, so the Fever faced the difficult challenge of balancing competition with protecting one of their franchise's most valuable athletes. Throughout the season, Clark has repeatedly emphasized that the team remains focused on improving, acknowledging that success takes time, and that the group is still working to reach its full potential. Those comments reflected a player determined to keep attention on basketball despite the constant headlines surrounding officiating and physical play. At the same time, discussions about whether Clark receives enough protection from officials have continued to dominate sports media. Several teammates and commentators have expressed frustration over hard fouls and physical defense, arguing that more consistency from referees would benefit every player in the league. Others believe the physical style of play is simply part of professional basketball. Regardless of where fans stand, the debate has become one of the defining stories of the season. Another topic that generated widespread discussion involved league promotio. Less of where fans stand, the debate has become one of the defining stories of the season. Another topic that generated widespread discussion involved league promotional materials and anniversary campaigns, with many fans questioning which players were featured, and whether some of the sport's biggest stars received enough recognition. Social media quickly filled with differing opinions, highlighting just how passionate basketball supporters have become. Meanwhile, Sophie Cunningham has been outspoken in defending her teammates, making it clear that the Fever intend to support one another whenever emotions run high during games. That sense of unity has become one of the team's defining characteristics, as they continue navigating one of the most closely watched seasons in recent WNBA history. While strong emotions have fueled countless online debates, the league's future will ultimately be shaped by what happens on the court. Through competition, player development, and the continued growth of women's basketball, Caitlin Clark remains one of the sport's biggest attractions, and every performance, every interview, and every milestone continues to capture the attention of millions of fans around the world. Whether the Fever can overcome adversity and fulfill their enormous potential remains one of the biggest questions of the season, ensuring that the basketball world will be watching every step of the way.